Good morning to you all. Thank you for this opportunity to be together again. Before we start, let's close our eyes for a moment. Thanking God and Gurus for this moment. We are alive. We are breathing. We have a new chance to understand life, to grow, to change. Let us pray that we may be able to use this moment of good company to inspire ourselves and to be more connected to the divine. Watch your breaths for a moment. Bhavasagara tarana karana he Ravinandana bandhana kandana he Sharanagata kinkana bhutamane Guru Hudaya karutina jane Guru Hudaya karutina jane Guru Hudaya karutina jane. This last few days, we are here in Brazil, celebrating some special moment of Christ. And normally during this celebration, these moments, I reflect a little more about Jesus and his life and teachings. So today, I just thought we could just reflect upon one of his parables and to try to understand how can we live and how can we apply it in our lives. All the teachings, all the scriptures should bring some practical living to our lives. Otherwise, it's all useless. Just to memorize or just to read without understanding or to make yourself that teaching, that is not so much gain. And the parable I would like to read for you today, it's called the parable of the talents. It's short, I read and then we reflect. For it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrust them to his property. To one he gave 5 talents. Talents here means a measurement, certain amount of treasure. It was normally silver coins, and talents is a quantity of this treasure. So to one he gave 5 talents, to another he gave 2, and to other he gave 1, to each one according to his ability. Then he went away. He who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he made 5 talents more. So he who had the 2 talents made 2 talents more. But he who had received 1 talent went and dug into the ground and hid his master's money. Now, after a long time, the masters of those servants came and settled account with them. And he who had received the 5 talents came forward, bring 5 talents more, saying, Master, you delivered me 5 talents, here I have made 5 more. His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much more. Enter into the joy of your masters." And he also had the 2 talents, came and said, "Masters, you gave me 2, I made 2 more." And the master said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little. I will set you over much more. Enter into the joy of your masters." He also, who had received 1 talent, came forward and said, "Master, I knew you to be a hard man. So I was afraid and went and hid your talent in the ground. Here you have what is yours." But the masters answered him, "You wicked and slothful servant. You knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I scattered no seed. Then you ought to have invested my money with the bankers, and at my coming I should have received what is my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has will more be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." This master seems to be very harsh. I was talking with some people, and this person says, "Since my school days, my primary school, I was listening to this parable, and I was thinking it was very unfair and just." But just let's think a little bit and reflect it. What does it mean, these talents that Jesus is speaking about these workers receive? Do we have talents in our lives? Do we have any treasure? And why do the master offer 5 to 1, 2 to another person, and just 1 for a person? And if you think about the last servant, he doesn't spoil the money. He doesn't use with maybe not good purposes, drinking and being merry. He just kept the money. He was a little bit scared, but even though the master sent him to hell. Let us just think first a little bit about talents, what it can mean to our lives. If we look in a more simple way, we have received lots of talents from God. Everyone, each one of us has some talents. And talents here means abilities, skills, something that you are good on it, something that you can develop, you can make something. And everyone is different. Everyone received different talents. And even though it looks like someone has more abilities, more skills than others, each one is unique in this creation. God made perfect everything so that the man could develop his talents and make the creation better. If each one of us would really use our skills, our abilities to make our lives better, the world surely also would be better. So one question first. Do you know what are your skills? External skills. Do you know what are your abilities? And the second question is, are you using or not? And see the beauty of it. Doesn't matter how many skills or how talented you are. You have to explore what you have. But most of people prefer to look at others and say, he has so much, I have nothing. He's healthy, I'm sick, I can do not anything. oh, what I did. So it's much easier to keep complaining or saying, oh, I'm so unfortunate this life. I cannot produce, I cannot grow. But it's not true. Every one of us, each one, has talents. And the beauty is, when the master came back, the first one received 5 and gave back 5. And the master said, beautiful, come to the joy of your master. You will receive much more. And the second one received 2 and gave back 2. And what happened? The masters were equally happy. So he was not expecting, okay, the first one gave me 5. If I receive less than 5, I will be mad at someone. No. Only 2 talents from that second person also made master equally happy with the 5 talents. What does it mean to our lives? God knows our potential. Gurus knows how much we can grow when we explore this life. The most important thing is our attitude in life, not what we have. Explore what you have and be sure that God and Gurus will be happy with you. It's an attitude. I was talking with some person here. I'm outside of Ashram and the city. I'm in a program in a different place. I was just talking with one Kriya about these talents and about the attitude in life. It's not what we have, but how we deal with it. And he was just saying, he is a little bit chubby, and he's not so energetic. And he was telling me when we are discussing this, I was sitting in the sofa, just in a lazy mood. And then as I was watching the Paralympics. And then I saw one man without arms swimming and winning gold medal. Then I saw some other one blind and playing football. Then someone without legs doing another things. And that hit me so deep. I look at myself, healthy, wealthy, with all the opportunities. I have everything. And what I'm doing, I'm just spread over the sofa, doing nothing. That made him feel so bad. Just small talent, small treasure, crippled without too much opportunities, we could say, but exploring 100%. To whom do you think master will be more joyful? With that small talent and giving full, or this person who receives a lot and is not using properly? So how is our attitude in life? If we look, we can consider also not our abilities and skills, but God gave us lifespan. We have this life. Who knows when the master will come back? The returning of the master means our departure from here. And does any one of us can know or can affirm, this is my last day, I will live more 10, 100 years? No. And should we wait to start to use our lives? Should we wait to start to develop, to grow, to move forward? Most of people, including us, procrastinate a lot. And this is the same as that. We never know when the masters will come back. Guruji always say, if God appears to you and say, my child, time for you to go. And God will ask you, I gave you health, I gave you all the opportunities to grow, to have money, to have good relationships, to do whatever you want with your life. So I'm asking you, what did you do? Did you use your life? Did you explore what I gave you, the talents, or no? And then Guruji laughs because say God will never ask this question to us. But we should ask every day ourselves, I am using the God-given talents? Is today better than yesterday? Can I improve? If the masters come now, I am ready. Guruji also says, no one is willing to welcome the Lord of Death, Yama, because no one is ready. It's always this feeling of incompleteness. I have to do this, I have to do that. Just if I accomplish that, then I am ready. Impossible. If I don't use now the time that I have, how can I expect to use my talents tomorrow? This is just imagination. Think about, we don't have past, it's gone. Do we have future? No. We have just this moment to apply, to use it. Are we? It's not out of fear that, oh, Lord will come and I will be punished. No. The goal of our lives should be to bring joy in the heart of God, in the heart of Guru. And this, it's only possible if we work hard, if we explore our lives. People waste time looking at others and creating competitions, comparisons, developing superiority or inferiority complex, and wasting. We can understand these talents also as our simple bread. How many talents we receive? Do you know? No. The masters say we have some amount of breaths. If we extinguish, gone. Are we using every breath? Are we using this most important talent that the master gave us? God gave us 21,600 per day. How many of these breaths you remember at least? Or how many of these breaths do you use productively? You are making good things with the life you are receiving. The talents also can mean we could understand as our responsibilities. God gave us life, but with life came responsibility. Do you know how to fulfill your duties in a perfect manner? How you are doing? Can it be in the family? Can be in an ashram? Do you know what are your roles in life? Not only knowing, but do you know how to make them properly and perfectly? Are you putting effort to do that? If we do not do our responsibilities in a proper way, this is our dharma. If we don't do our dharma in a good way, we will have karma. And this is why the third man suffered. He didn't use his life. He didn't use his talents. And the result was unhappiness, it was fear, and it was hell. The first two received joy of the master. And the third one, hell. If we don't use our lives for a good purpose, if we do not use our breath, our time for a good cause, we don't have to wait for masters to come. We are already in the hell. The third man is the symbol of laziness, procrastination, and fear. Three enemies that make our lives hell-like. If we are living with fear that blocks us to produce, to grow, to develop, we are dead. If we are lazy, we are also dead. And if you procrastinate, tomorrow I will do, tomorrow I will make money, tomorrow I will ask forgiveness, tomorrow I will smile, tomorrow I will meditate. Forget about tomorrow doesn't exist. 3 enemies that makes our lives like hell. We don't have to fear external hell. We don't have to fear tomorrow. Gurudev says people should not be anxious about tomorrow, about their future, about their life. Just look at how you are living now. And now is the reflection of your future. So the person who really uses his time, talent, responsibilities, breath, now, in the best way he can, he will never be afraid of the future. Because his future will be bright. His future will be joyful, as he is now. How are we living? Talents. Is it God unjust to give 5 to one, 2 to one, and 1 to another? So talents, in another sense, can be understood as our karma. God gave us these talents, not directly, but we choose. We are born with some talents, and that was our choice in the previous lives. According to our capacity. That means you came this life with some backpack, and you cannot carry more than your backpack. So God, through this law, eternal law of karma, is giving you the talents as per your capacity, as per your destiny. You choose. Now you have to make use of it. If you don't use your karma, you change it, transform it, it will just increase the load and you suffer. I was remembering when I was in USA in May, we had the opportunity to discuss some concepts with our loving friend Amit Baba. And he was speaking about some company, some corporative concepts that is called above the line and below the line. There's some marks that shows that you are going upwards, you are growing, evolving, you are in the right path, and some signs that shows that you are going down. It's not a good path. You may face trouble in your life. So whenever you are in this, with these characteristics, good, it's called above the line. And whenever you are in some good, not so good mood, and some marks that it's not the right path, it's considered below the line. So below the line, it's not willing, some tamasic energy, not producing, procrastination. And above the line is energetic, vibrant, looking forward. What else can I do? If we look at this parable, the third one was below the line. It's hell-like. Oh, I wait for my master. I just hid, buried my coin, so I will not have problem. I will not lose. It's okay. I will give him exactly what he gave me. Are we below the line or above the line? And if you look, this third man went to hell. Hell is above the line or below the line? Normally we point down. He's going below. And it's beautiful to see that is in this concept of going above or going below. There is no option to be in the line. There is 2 options. Or you go above or you go below. You cannot stay in the line. That means if you receive talents, time, responsibilities, God-given, you cannot just keep. I will keep as it is and then I will give up. Give back to God. No. You receive this life, you have only 2 options. Go above the line. Make your life better. Remove your negativities. Grow up. Doing good. Serving others. Pray. Grow up. Make money. Be happy with your family. Go up. Or you go down. There is no inline. If you don't use, you are going below. And if you don't use, your mind is becoming restless, full of desires, laziness, procrastination. And this is just hell. How is your mind? How is your attitude in life? Are you going up or are you going down? We all have talents. We all have opportunities, almost infinite every day. Are we using? Are we ready to do accounting to Lord? We should never think that my life is already good. We should always ask ourselves, what else can I do? In every aspect. Are you a perfect father? Are you a perfect employer? Are you a perfect teacher? Husband, wife, son, monk? And if the answer is no, and I believe all of us will answer no, why should we wait? Why should we bury our talents and wait to God come and receive? This is below the line. This is going to hell. Inner hell. Reflections. So much talents. And another perspective. Even if I use my life, all my talents to make money, to live peacefully in family, to do my duties, even though it's not complete. Because the biggest, the most important talent in our lives is our divine nature. I have responsibilities, I have family, I have everything outside to do, and I have to do perfectly, to grow, to expand, to explore. What else can I do? But if I forget my biggest talent, my divine talent, my divine nature, my divine treasure, I will never be in balance. I will never feel fulfilled. I will never feel, now I'm really progressing. So all of us as a spiritual seekers, we have greater responsibility because we have to make our lives beautiful externally, but also we have to make our lives internally, spiritually beautiful. And whenever we really explore our inner talents, spiritual talents, God-given, Guru's-given talents, it's the path for transforming our whole lives. Are you using your sacred path of Kriya Yoga as you should? Are you exploring your divine nature as you should? How is your relationship with God now, with masters now, with your soul now? Balance inner life, outer life. This is the best way to explore our talents. Let us try, let us think, how can I live better? How can I be more connected to God? How can I be a better person in the world? God has given us so much. We should struggle a little more. Guruji says that life is a struggle. Life is the problems. If you're not feeling, you are going to the wrong path. We are here to grow. We are here to expand. We are here to serve. We are here to inspire others. We are here to be instruments. We are so fortunate. So many talents. We just need energy to move. We just need to awake. How many days? How many hours? do I have to explore, to live? Let's remove fear from our lives with the presence of God. Let us kill our procrastination and do whatever we have to do to transform our lives now. Let us not give chance for laziness to embrace us. God is waiting to embrace us. What do you want with this life? Do you have a goal? Can you see the way you should do or move? Let us please close our eyes for a moment and watch this single breath now. Do you feel gratitude? Out of love and compassion, God is breathing now into your nostrils. Is it not a talent? What is the use? What is the purpose of this breathing? Just to forget? Just to waste? Or to move, to grow, to expand, to open our eyes and hearts? Oh God, you haven't given us so much. Till now, honestly speaking, we did not use our lives as we should. Please bless us. Give us strength and clarity on how to live. Oh God, let us explore these talents. Be with us. We are searching for joy. We are searching for peace and love. And it's all here in our hands. Oh God, awake us. Please continue to watch your breath. Just look at your heart. Is it full of joy? Is it full of peace? Is it full of divinity and light? Is there any space for useless thoughts? Is there any space for wasting our lives with laziness, procrastination, and fear? So short, this life. So beautiful. Don't forget. Watch. Never complain about what you have in life. Even difficulties are talents, God-given talents, to awaken us, to make us stronger, to make us more humble. Are we using? What else can I do? How can I change my life? How can I multiply this treasure? Please take a slow, long, and deep inhalation. Hold your breath and bow. Exhale. Normal and conscious breath. Oh God, I don't know how to live. I don't know how to use time, breath, talents. I need you. How can I move by myself? How can I walk and be free from all these negativities by myself? I don't have strength, oh Lord. O Master, because you are my strength, you are my goal, you are my companion on this journey, you are my everything. Guide me, let me not stumble anymore. Show me the way. I surrender this life. Breath and prayer. Please take a slow, long, and deep inhalation. Hold your breath. Sit back. Exhale. Normal and conscious breath. One more breath to love. One more breath to be happy. One more breath to celebrate life. Please, God, let me not forget anymore. I will not look back to repent for what I have done or what I have not done. I will not look for tomorrow and be anxious and insecure, oh Lord. I will look now. I will move now. I will reach now. If we look within our lives, God has given us 7 talents. 5 talents are for our living in the world. Money, relationships, food, emotions, intelligence. We have to explore. How are your talents called chakras? In balance? How is your life? We have to struggle, but we should not forget. God has also given us 2 special talents, the divine ones. Are we using it? Are we aiming to move our lives in that direction? Take a slow, long, and deep inhalation with love. Slow, long, and deep exhalation. Spread love. Inhale, slow, long, and deep. Oh God, oh God. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. Full of love. Inhale. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. Your talent, make best use of it. Inhale. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. Joy. Take a slow, long, and deep inhalation. Slow, long, and deep exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. One more time. Slow, long, and deep inhalation. Hold your breath. Long, long, and long. Exhale. Breathe normally. Go inside. Let us meditate short in silence. Keep your attention within. Just bring some attention to your breath. The master came, gave the talents, and then he left. God made this creation so beautiful and gave us so many gifts. And along with that, he gave us free will. And this is the way for us to use our talents. It's all in our hands. The choice is ours. We should never blame others. We should never compare with others. We should discover, explore, and grow with our own talents. Let us make an effort to really use this life in a beautiful, dynamic, strong, and loving way. We have everything. We have the company of our masters. Let us not waste. Let us celebrate. Let us live in the standard that they are looking for in our lives. Our potential is infinite. Praying to God, praying to our Guruji and all of the masters to bless our lives with this kind of attitude, positive, spiritual, vibrant, above the line. We should grow. And thanking them for this beautiful opportunity to be inspired, for all of us to be together. Thanking all of you for this moment, for this beautiful spiritual family, and trying to be connected, and trying to remember and perceive God in all of us. I bow to all of you. Om. Amen. Jai Guru. Thank you all for this moment, for this opportunity, and wishing you all a loving and divine and productive week. Thank you all. Jai Guru.